Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Dr. J. Today we have not a horrible cerumen impaction. This particular patient came in for some ear fullness, ear pressure, and during the examination we noted that she did have some cerumen impaction. However, it wasn't that bad. But of interest and interesting in this case was a finding that was unexpected. And this is something that when we see it, we recognize it. And this is something that is not dangerous to the patient. It's something that they do to themselves. And I'll show you here in just a moment, getting the patient properly positioned under the microscope. And we're going to zoom in here and begin our work here very shortly. Also, a little bit about my background. I am not a audiologist. I am an ear, nose, and throat surgeon, and that's one of the common distinctions that I think needs to be made due to the popularity of audiologists apparently in Europe and the European nations. A lot of audiologists are utilizing YouTube as a platform for earwax removal. That's a big part of their practice. Here in America, I would say it's not as common for audiologists to perform a lot of earwax removal, and just something I've noticed since I've been a part of YouTube, approximately 15 years now. So here we're using a Fraser suction inside the patient's right ear, and the wax is just soft enough that the suction is all we need. There's a little pesky piece of hair here. We'll get rid of that with some alligator forceps. And we'll continue with the cerumen removal, just gently trying to, again, tease up that front edge so that the suction can pick it up easily. And then you'll see it comes out quite easily. There's a bigger piece there. Now, the thing that I'm about to show you here will be most visible on this actual surface of the eardrum. A little piece of flaky cerumen here. We'll get rid of that with, again, alligator forceps. Now, this type of ear treatment that this patient performed on themselves, which is easily recognizable to the trained eye, is ear candling, or Hopi ear candling. It comes under a lot of different names, but you see on the surface of the eardrum there these little small white yellow specks. And what that is when someone ear candles, the smoke and the vapor of the burning candle carries with it a little bit of wax, and when it comes in contact with this cooler surface such as the eardrum or the ear canal, it will deposit a little bit of that wax onto that surface, and that's why you see this kind of speckled pattern on the eardrum. And it's not dangerous to the patient, but it is something that as soon as you see it, you ask the patient, have you been ear candling? And they say yes. And I don't advise them to stop it if they feel that it helps them. I do not discourage it. However, I make sure it's understood that the evidence, or should I say overwhelming evidence, is that ear candling does not do anything for cerumen removal. Nowadays, I think it is more popular for ear candling to be performed for ASMR properties, for otalgia, and it's marketed a little bit differently. In this day of modern medicine, I don't feel it wise to completely exclude or discourage alternative medicines, especially if the patient likes those forms of medicine. However, it is abundantly clear that its uses are extremely limited in the benefit for the patient. Here we are. We've moved on to the patient's left ear, and again, a mild cerumen impaction. Its consistency of this earwax is very ideal for a Fraser suction. Again, I tend to use and start with a number 7, and if I have to go really deep in the ear canal, I can switch to a number 5 or even a number 3. And as the numbers of Frasers get smaller, the smaller the inner and outer diameters of the Fraser. This one actually is tucked into the anterior sulcus region, but it's removed quite easily. And we are just finishing up on this side. You can see the eardrum is nice and clear, no evidence of middle ear disease. And appreciate your time and watching the channel. And don't forget to, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Appreciate your subscriptions, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think, what kind of content you would like. If you're familiar with any device that you would like me to try, I'd be happy to give it a try. Just leave it below. Thank you very much, and have a great day.